Hello and welcome to Dead Meat Gaming. Today I moved my 486 retro box into a new case that I was given by a good friend of mine. First up is the very beige AT case. Now, one thing of interest is the power switch. Now, the power switch, unlike modern computers, actually has 240 volts running through it. So those four wires that connect to the power switch actually go directly into the power supply. Here we have the Gigabyte 486 motherboard. It's a PCI motherboard. It's a Dallas chip for the BIOS battery. And all the controllers are on board. And it has 256K of cache. We have an AMD 586 133 CPU, an S3 Verge DX VGA card with 2MB of RAM, a Creative Labs Sound Blaster 32, which I've installed 8MB for sound font memory. Next up we have hard drives, which we have two big Quantum Bigfoot drives and an IDE CD-ROM drive. Now the motherboard tray, which is unusual for a AT case, but now you'll notice there's actually not that many standoffs on the tray. Now most of the motherboard is actually held up by plastic spacers which slide into those slots on the tray. It's a little bit fiddly, but it works. A couple of screws hold it in place once it's slid into position. Next up we put the tray back into the case. Next up we plug in the back panel I/O, which is two serial ports and a parallel port. Now these ports were used for things like external modems and mice, and the parallel port was most prominently used for printers. Next up we install the video card. Here we have the power connectors. You'll note that there's actually split into two and it goes black to black. And now it's time to install the sound card. Next up is the optical drive. And now we install the Quantum Bigfoot drive. Now I did initially install two drives in there, a 2.1GB drive and a 1.2GB drive. However, the 1.2GB drive had failed, so I ended up taking that one out. Now it's time to install DOS. I'm installing DOS 6.22. Now, once the drivers, CD-ROM drivers, sound drivers and everything are installed, it's time for some fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please click the like button, please share it if you do, and I'll see you next time.